Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineers. My name is Fashe Ochet. So today, there's something very important that I would like to show us, because if you look at this particular structure based on the report says that we are having a bearing capacity of 150 and also average of a 125 to 175. So averagely recommended 150, which we are going to be using. And also the depth at which they got that 150 as in bearing capacity was at the depth of 3,500. That's 3.5 meters. 3.5 meters. And if you look at this particular our structure, let me come to story 0 on 3D. While on 3D, you can see this is story 1. Let me come to story 0, double click on story 0. So you can now see, you can see this. Can you see this? So from here now to this place is our story 1, isn't it? Now our foundation now is from here down here, which is not up to 3.5, isn't it? It's not up to 3.5. This is just about 1.1 meters. Is that okay? And based on the soil report, we are meant to have what 3.5. Is that okay? So how do you now affect that? Is that okay? How do you now affect that? So let's do that. For me to effect that depth, that column, because we have to use a word pad, is that okay? We have to use a pad. So invariably, definitely, the way they are going to do this kind of foundation is not the normal way of digging the trench. Is that okay? So they are going to pick points. Is that okay? Like this point now, they are going to be using machine. Is that okay? To dig to that depth. Is that okay? And then cast and all of that all through. Maybe when it's at the point of some meters above, then we can now think of what having a trench. Is that okay? Now, I won't explain that now. Definitely, at that depth, we cannot just leave it a whole column from here like this, already 3.5 down, and also to come and have a 3 meters up. Guys, that's a 6 point something. So without breaking it, is okay? To avoid the buckling, is okay? So in order to avoid that, so what are we going to do? Let's first of all effect this depth. Is that okay? I'll come to my where is it? Okay, come here. Is that okay? Come here now. And come to edit story, edit story. You can see the foundation depth here. I'll click on it and then say 3,500. Okay, 3,500. That's because it's a millimeter. I will now click on what? On OK. Can you see now? You can now see the effect. So you can now see the difference now, isn't it? You can now see the difference. Is that okay? So you can now see what we have at this. So if you like, for you to be sure, you might be saying that maybe it will not pass the design. So for us to be sure, what do? We can do what? We can reanalyze. Is that okay? We can reanalyze. Exactly. So, but now, looking at this, it's actually passed. It's very, very okay. Is that okay? It will carry the structure at this depth. But from experience, it's very important. We cannot just have it all straight like this. Is that okay? We cannot just have it all straight like this. Since we cannot just have it all straight like this, definitely we are going to break it here. Is that okay? Provide a beam, foundation beam all through. Is that okay? Foundation beam all through. So let's now go to story 1 plan. I'll come to plan view now. Is that okay? I'll go to plan view and then come to story 0. Story 0 here. I'm going to provide my beam. Bring up my beam. Where's my beam? My story beam. Sorry, no. Come to member. Yes, I'll come to concrete beam. Now from this point now, the property will come up. So the beam I want to use, that's my plinth now. I want to call it, let's say, use plinth beam now. Is that okay? Let's say 350. It's okay to carry it. It's okay. Is that okay? Because it's already in contact with the soil, isn't it? Which the soil, in one way or the other, is going to have as a support also. Is that okay? All right. So now I'm going to use 350 as my 225 by 350. Is that okay? By 350. Now, what thing is very important? I'll come here now. Can you see? Is that okay? Then this is my 3D. Can you see my 3D? So, and we have there's I in millimeter. So I'm going to come here now. I'll make it what it's going up 3,500. Is that okay? And let's see it first. Is that okay? Let's just see what we are going to get first. That's what you are going to get first. Click on it. Okay. Then click here. Escape. Let's see the 3D. Can you see what we have now? You can now see what I have here. Can you see it? So if you look at it now, it's above the axis. Is that okay? At the upper side. So I want it to be on this axis. Is that okay? That's how I want it on this particular axis. For us to do that now, if I'm using 300, is that okay? If I'm using 300, then that means I'm going to use a 3002, because if my depth is what, 350, rather 350, I think that's what we're using it. 350 minus what do you call it, 3500, that's 250, 3150. Is that okay? So I'll now come here now, property again, come to this this 3D side and make it what, 3150. Is that okay? 3150, and then click on what, update. So can you see it now? Now escape. Let me escape. So can you see what we have now? Can you see it now? So exactly where we want it to be. Can you see how we have done the calculation and how we have achieved this? So this one becomes my plate beam now. Is that okay? Which I'm going to be providing to for all of them all through. Is that okay? I will now come here now, come to this place. I will now take the properties of this, click on this, right click and click on what? On the property. Is that okay? So I begin to insert it. Is that okay? Based on what I have, let me just run it through. Let me also run this one. I think they're on the same straight line. Am I correct? Yes, they're on the same straight line. Is that okay? Also, I think this one came like this. This one came like this, and also like this. This one also like this. Plate beam, so it can be different from what they call it, that of the superstructure. Is that okay? So it doesn't really mean. So I can come here now like this, click on this one, and then come and join it with this. They are on the same straight line. Is that okay? And then also come here again. This one came to this one here. Is that okay? And then this one also came to this, from here to this one here. Is that okay? Okay, all right, it's correct. And then also here again, is it all true? Yes, to this point here, to this point here. And also I can come here and say this one from this point here, from this point here to this point here. Is that okay? And also I can come here now, this one comes straight from this point here to this one, all straight to this point here. Okay, then I can also come here now again. I can have this one here. Okay, I think this one is not part of it. I'm coming. This one is not part of it, because this one is at the top. Is that okay? It's at the top. We have this beam. Is that okay? This is how it is. Is that okay? Around here there's nothing here. Is that okay? We can leave it like this. Okay, so I'll come here now, continue again the property. Is that okay? I'll come here now, click on this to this one, and also come and rest on this. Is that okay? Also proceed again to this one, and also proceed again to this one. Can you see it now? So I'll come here now, this one now comes straight to this one here. Is that okay? We can have it like this. Let's see first. I'll come here now, this one connect to this one. Is that okay? Okay, we can have it like this one is also okay. Then what happened to this place now? Can we have this one here? Yes, we can decide to have this one like this to this place. Is that okay? Is that okay? So that is that. So what else again? I think that is all. Is that okay? We can leave it like this as it is. Let's check our 3D first. Come to 3D. Can you see what we have now? This becomes our what? Our plate beams. Is that okay? Can you see it now? So with the help of this one now is holding this. Is holding this particular column. Is that okay? This if there's anything called buckling now, this one want to shift. This particular beam will hold it, and this one also hold them in both direction. Can you see it now? So that is that. So it's having as what, as a support. So let's go back again. Let me provide something here. Let me provide this property. Let me provide this one also. Yes, it's holding it. Yes, okay. And also this one also. Yes. As a structure engineer, you have to understand the behavior. Is that okay? The behavior of this. Is that okay? Let me have it here. Let me have it here. Why I'm putting this in case if you want to buckle like this one will hold it. But what about if you want to buckle like this? What happens? Which one is going to hold it on? But that's why I'm providing this one. So you have to be able to think and reason very well, properly as structural engineer. Is that okay? All right. So that is that. And okay, we have not finished. Okay, for the sake of this one also, we have to. Is that okay? We have to, because we still have some here. We have to bring up this one here. We have to bring up this one here. We have to bring up this one here. It has to be connected to this, and come here and to this. Is that okay? And also this one to this. Perfect. Can you see what we have now? So perfectly molded. Can you see now? So now I'll come here now. Sorry, where is it? Come here. Is that okay? So you can now see what we have. Is that okay? You can see what we have now. In terms of loading, is that okay? It might not really necessarily need a loading. Is that okay? You might not need a loading for all of this, because the purpose of this one is to help us to bridge. Is that okay? To hold these particular columns together. Is that okay? And even initially, you know, when we raise our blocks and all of that with our German floor, definitely it's going to carry. So with the help of this beam also, it has also added to the strength. Is that okay? Added to the strength. And if there's any uneven settlement around here, this particular one, what we bridge that settlement, which will make it not to affect the superstructure, isn't it? And at the same time, it's also helping to hold these columns together because of the height. Is that okay? Because of the height, because we cannot be having a slender columns. Is that okay? If it's going to be slender column, it's going to be what? It's going to be robust, isn't it? To be able to withstand buckling, isn't it? So that is that. So you can now see what we have achieved now. So having explained this one out like this, haven't done it this way now. The next thing now I'm going to do is to analyze this beam. For me to analyze this beam now, I'll go to my design. Where's my design? Come to my design and come to this and come to what? Foundation beam. Is that okay? So you can see that they are not designed. So I'll come here now, click on these settings and parameters. Then I'll come to this particular place. I'm coming. Where's my parameters? Yes, come to this place. From this parameter now, maximum foundation still this one. We need minimum and maximum. I'm using this one, 1616. And also, where's my cover? Okay, for this one foundation beam, I'm using 200 maximum, that's spacing, and then my links the same 1010. Is that okay? I've not finished. There's something I'm looking for. Let me come to design. Under design, yes, which is here. Can you see cover? You can see cover now, isn't it? You can see concrete cover. So I'm using what? 50-50. You can use 35-50-35, but I want to use 50-50. Is that okay? Because it's in contact with what? With the soil. Is that okay? 50-50. And haven't done all of this one like this. Haven't done all of this one like this. Those are the settings we need to do here. This one done, minimum and maximum, and this one minimum and maximum, and also this one we have reduced it to what? 200 maximum. Is that okay? So everything's okay now. So I'll come back here now, click on what? On save. I'll say yes, of course. So after saving it, let's wait for it. Correct. I'll now go ahead and do what? And design it, and click on reselect all, and then click on calculate. Okay, so let's wait for it to calculate. Let's wait for it. Definitely it's going to pass the design. So you can now see what we have now. And now click on what? On OK. Without that setting, this particular beam will not what? Will not design. I'll click on what? I'll come here now. I'll come here now and click on what? On close. So you can now see what I have now. Can you see it now? You can now see what we are having at this point. So this is how you go about it, because it's very important. The structural engineer might not, the soil engineer might not tell you that, okay, this is what you need to do here. But you being the structural engineer, it's very important to know what you are doing. Is that okay? I can't just leave it like this and begin to provide my my pad footing. Is that okay? So that is that. So you can now see what we have fully achieved. Is that okay? What we have fully achieved. So the next thing now is to do our foundation. Is that okay? Now for us to do the foundation, don't forget this version of ProtaStructure is version 2018. Is that okay? So I might not really need to go to my settings to enter my bearing capacity, because in the course of doing my pad footing, it will give me a place where I can enter my my soil bearing capacity. Is that okay? So I'll now navigate towards story 0. It's okay like this. I'll go towards story 0. Where is it? Story 0. Where are you? Okay, double click on story 0. Okay, we are here. We are still here. Sorry, we are here. So I'll come here and click on it, right click and click on what? Insert pad footing. So let's wait for it. Can you see it now? So it has given me, it has popped up the place for me to enter what? All the information needed. You see, footing depth. I'm using 300. Is that okay? 300. And what's my allowable stress of soil is 150. Can you see? It's 150. My cover is this. You can see I've done the settings. So once I've done that, I will now click on what? On calculate. Is that okay? I'll click on calculate and let's wait for it. Can you see? Perfectly calculated. You can see this place is okay. everything here. Can you see okay, everything is okay, and then you can see the spacing. Is that okay? You can see the space and what we're having here. Then I'll click on square footing. Make sure you always click on square footing and then click on what? On okay. Is that okay? Click on okay. Everything's okay. I'll click on okay. So can you see what I have now here? So I'll come here and I'll click on it again and do the same thing. Insert pad footing. Is that okay? So all the information are already intact here. I'll just click on calculate. Is that okay? Can you see everything here is okay? I'll click on square footing. Can you see 1000 by 1000? And you see okay, everything here is okay, everything here is okay, and all of that. I'll click on okay. Then okay. So this is what I'm going to be doing to all of them. Is that okay? This is what I'm going to be doing to all of them. So let's see how it goes. Is that okay? So I'll pause this video, then I'll now continue. Is that okay? There's something I need to show you. So let me come up again. Let me click on this. Let's do this one together. There's something I want to show you. Inside part footing, I'll click on what? On calculate. Can you see now? Can you see that this place where you're okay, but still in red, and this one is showing us fail? Can you see it now? So which means it's not okay. And once we're having something like this, you can see it's about what? Punching. It's about punching. And once it's about punching, you just click on what? On okay, and come to this place. Can you see? Instead of 300, I would make it what? Let's say 350. Let's try 350 and see. I'll click on what? Sorry, calculate. Can you see? 350 is okay. Can you see? It's now okay. Can you see now? Thickness of my pad is what? It's now 350. Can you see? It's very okay. I will now click on what? On this, and also click on what? On okay. Can you see now? I'll now click on what? On okay. Is that clear? All right. So this is where we are now. So can you see? I've done it. So let's now see how we can do combined footing. Because if you look at it, these ones are very close. Is that okay? There is no how we can have an individual part for this one. Is that okay? Even though it's 1 meter. Understand? Even though it's 1 meter, definitely they will be overlapping, isn't it? So since they will be overlapping, let's just use a combined footing. Or if not, let's just do this one. Let's see. Let's do this one together. Let's see. Let me take to 300. Is that okay? Let's do 300, then calculate. So you can see this is what I have. I then click on OK. Then click on OK. So can you see now? By the time I come to this place also and this one, so let's also try this one. Let's see. Let's try this one and let's see. Let's calculate. Okay, everything seems to be okay. Oh, sorry, I did not click on square. I'll click on OK. Okay. All right, so it's fine here. So let's now see this one. Let's now see this one. Let's see if it will be fine here. Let's see. Can you see already 1000 plus, and here can you see now the difference? Is that okay? So if I should click on OK now. Okay, let me just set it first. Let me make it 450. Let's make it 450 and then let's see, calculate. Okay, it's okay. But if I come here now, can you see 1006? And let me click on OK and OK. So let's see what we are having. Can you see now? Can you see how they are? This one is overlapping here, isn't it? So automatically it will not work. So I'll delete it and also delete this one. Then also delete this one. Is that okay? Then I'll click on this one. Press my Control key to select these columns. Is that okay? Then right click and click on what? Combine selected column. Is that okay? I'll click on, I now click on yes. Then I'll now right click again and click on what? Insert pad base. So I'll now come here now. So let me look at this, calculate. Can you see it's failing on punching? Is that okay? I'll come here now. Let me just use a 550. Let me click and see. Let's see. Still the same thing. So let me make it 600. Is that okay? And then come here and click on calculate. Can you see? That's now passed. Since that's passed, let me increase this one to 200. Let's see. Okay, 175 by 75. So I'll click on here. Can you see now? It has now passed the design. I'll now click on OK and the final OK. Let's wait for it. So you can now see what we have now for this. Can you see now? So if I should now check our 3D now, let's now go and check our 3D. Can you see what we have now? Can you see? Work perfectly, what? Done. So the only thing that is left now is what is our this place of store. Is that okay? This place of store. This place is not a lift. Is that okay? Just a store. Is that okay? It's a store based on architectural drawing. This place is meant to be store. Store for this one on the ground floor here is going to be a store for them inside, and on the next floor store inside, and on the last floor store inside. Is that okay? So that is it. That is that. All right. So you can now see how we have done that. So in this case now, definitely if you use combined food in this place, it will not work. Is that okay? Let's go there. If you look at it now, let's come here now, click on this one, select this one, then individually, it can't be individual, so I have to click on this one, select this one, select this, and right click and click on it, insert combine. I'll say yes. Okay, it might not really want to work. It might not want to work. Okay, more than one this wall is selected for bending of this. Okay, rather than using this base infinite element, this press cancel. Okay, so all right, it's okay. So yeah, if you have to do it using a combined pad footing, it will not work. Is that okay? I'll click on create a typical footing. I'll say yes. All right, so let's see. Let's just see what we have. Let's just see what we have. Can you see? It's failing woefully at this one. Let me increase this one. Can you see now? It has passed based on this, isn't it? If you look at this 1001 by 1000, I can't be using square. Is that okay? I want to use a square footing. Is that okay? I will not use a square footing for it. I'll come here now. Let me click on this. Okay, let me reduce this one to 300. Is that okay? Let me click on this. Okay, it's based on this. I will now increase this one. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back. So you can see what we are having. So let me use 400. Let's say 400. Calculate. Okay, it's okay at 400. 150 by this. Is that okay? Let me reduce this one. Will it work? Okay, it won't. Can you see now? It has. Okay, let me take it back. Okay, 1.3. Can you see it now? At 1.3. So I'll click on this and then click on OK. So can you see what we have now? So if you look at what we are having now, is that okay? If you look at it, it's also okay, because if you look at it, they are crossing each other. You can see that means we are going to do in form of what we call a Y strip. Is that okay? This one now it look like in form of a Y strip footing. Is that okay? So that is that. So let me see something. Let's see something. Is that okay? We have seen it, isn't it? Right click and come here and click on the insert. Can you see? We don't have a Y strip here. You don't have a Y strip footing here. It's pad. Is that okay? Let me click on redo or undo. Okay. Can you see what we are having here now? Can you see what we are having? So which means that if you have to go by this, like this is going to be from here to this point here, and this one goes like this and goes like this. If this one is okay, good and fine. If not, we have to use what? Beam raft. Is that okay? We are going to use beam raft. Is that okay? To carry this particular wall. So let's see the 3D view. Let's see the 3D view of what we have. Can you see it here? Can you see? You can see what we have here. Can you see it here? And if you look at it invariably, are you hearing me? Invariably, the entire place. I'm coming. Let's go back. Let's go back. Invariably, in your own detailing, since we are having this up to this, like this and like this, you can now make it in form of what? Of a combined pad footing. Is that okay? Of this wall, of this total length. Can you see it now? Which will still pass the design. That means from here like this, go straight like this, like this, like this, like this. Becomes your what? Your pad footing for what? For this at this depth of what? 400. Can you see? Or 400. Instead of using 400, yes, 400 would that be what? 400, which is very okay. Or you use what? Pad sorry, Y beam raft for this particular place. So this is how you go about it. So that judgment depends on you, but whichever one you are good to go. So this is how you go about it. Can you see what we have now? You can now see. Can you see it now? You can see what we have. So thank you very much. In case you have not clicked on like button, I want to say please like the video and also subscribe if this is your first time. And for those who have been liking our videos and subscribing and telling others about our channel, I want to say thank you very much. God bless you for doing that. Is that okay? All right, because the more they like, the more YouTube make this video to go viral, and the more you subscribe and you are liking our video and you're also commenting, you are telling us to do what to do more. So thank you very much. Till I see you next time. So at this point now, based on this structure, as far as this structure is concerned, we are done with this. Is that okay? We are done with this particular structure. So watch out for the next what do you call it, structure that will be coming up on a hotel building. Is that okay? About a G+3 or 4, and it's very, very long. Is that okay? It's about almost like 40 something meters. Is that okay? 40 something meters. Is that okay? So watch out for that. Is that okay? All right. So thank you very much. Till I see you next time in the next video. I want to say bye.